Hmm. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn my do not disturb on. There we go. And live chat. Perfect. Good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being here. We're just going to give it a second, let notifications go out. Good morning, Tasker Street. Tasker Street popped in early this morning and said, "Bitch calls you ugly, but you look 100 times better than her." Go figure, Tasker. Hey, Gemini, how are you? Good morning. Listen, we're going to start off on another leg. Hey, View, how are you? Good morning. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Michelle's daughter said, I have to head into a meeting. I'll catch the replay. All right, girl. Thank you. Hey, Courtney, Miss D. Hey, All the Smoke. Hey, Lizzie McInquire. Hey, Kitty. Hey, Young MIA. Y'all is in here this morning. Y'all must be ready to gossip about this shit with Tracy and Rob Rack, bitch. Y'all is ready this morning. Either that ain't nobody else on. Okay, so guys, did y'all see that shit last night? Come through, dog. Come through, dog. That shit, so many people were just happy that she was happy. Even her fucking enemies. Y'all know I do not see it for dog. And I don't see it for dog on the strength of a child that she dragged. Now, the child's mother doesn't seem to have any issues with it currently, but I still have a fucking issue with it. Go figure. But that's one of the main reasons I have an issue with dog is all that type of shit. But beyond all that, her and Rob Rack is a whole fucking mood. I love it. Kitty Cadillac, that bitch was melting. Tracy, when that nigga rolled up on her and kissed her on her neck, that bitch was giving, I want somebody to walk up behind me and kiss me on my neck and breathe on my neck. I said, you better do it, bitch. And that's her spot. That is her spot, because that bitch face went numb, like my face go numb when a nigga do that shit to me. I said, ooh, bitch. I said, ooh, bitch. Hey, Demetra. Hey, M-Tate. I was here for it. Hey, Daisy, how are you? So, yes, go ahead, Tracy. And I was also one of the ones, I said, if that bitch gives a good show, I'm going to cash up her ass. Now, I didn't do it last night, but I'm going to do it this afternoon. I got a hot, crispy $10 to slide half of it into her drawers and the other half into Rob's drawers. Now, I'm going to give it all to her. But technically, it's half in her drawers and half in his drawers because they showed the fuck out. And it was short. It was sweet. It was cute. Now, earlier that day, I was over there being nosy on Instagram, and shout out to Shady Liza YouTube on Instagram because they had posted something up a couple of days ago. It was like a greatest hits of all of Rob Rack's, like, I guess his outbursts and just wild shit that he's done on the internet. It was kind of like a little greatest hits clips. And bitch, now, I don't really watch him because I don't like his accent. I'm not really into California guys like that. Y'all know I'm East Coast to the death, bitch. So it's just nothing over there for me. I don't see what Tracy sees in that nigga. So, and I don't like nigga with perms and like, oh God, no. He just, the type of nigga that I like, that nigga is the total opposite. So saying all that, I've been over to his page a couple times. I'm not subscribed. I tried to get into that shit. I can't get the fuck into it. So I had heard some stuff. I had seen some stuff, but I had no idea. It was what I saw on Shady Lives of YouTube over on Instagram was disturbing. And so yesterday morning, when I saw that shit, I was like, okay, now I understand why all these bitches is running around here screaming that they is scared for Tracy's safety. Because once I saw that shit, I was like, bitch, I'm scared too. Now we know Dog rolls with a plethora of hammers and things. Lately, she says she's retired the hammer and she got lightning bolts now. So she says she lightning bolting you bitches. She ain't hammering you bitches no more. So just in case y'all didn't know. Diamond said, what is disturbing? I want to see it. You know what? I'll play it on my phone, on my other phone real quick and just let y'all see it. And like I said, it's Shady Lives of YouTube on Instagram. So y'all better go subscribe to Shady Lives of YouTube because they be fucking gagging. And I stay in the chats talking big shit. Hey, Anthony. I don't know if I spoke to you or not. Young MIA said, Rob breath is chloroform. That's another thing that's very unattractive to me. The fact that he's a drinker like that. I don't like niggas who smell like beer and alcohol and shit. Like, it's this sweet smell. And it's just not for me. And it kind of turns my stomach a little bit. So that's another thing that is just not attractive about him for me. But for her, cool. She's a drinker as well. So, you know, gooses and ganders, bitch. So let's just stop all this chatting. I'm gonna pull up this thing on damn it. I think I'm on the wrong phone. Do I have Instagram on this other phone? Please say I do. Damn it, I don't think I do. Oh, all right. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to plug this other phone in. Bitch, I got 3 phones over here. Let me plug this other one in because I think this is the one I got the Instagram on, and we can watch this little clip that had disturbed me and my homegirl so badly yesterday morning. Now, once again, the shit was very, very disturbing. And I was scared for her at that point. And when they came live yesterday, I didn't even get to know that I was doing other stuff, but I didn't even get the notification. When I'm out, bitches had to hit me up in the background. And she was like, bitch, I know you was over here in these bushes, right? And I was like, bitch, no, what's going on? She was like, bitch, it's Tracy and Rob. She is in Sacramento and they is together, bitch. I was like, what? So I threw down everything I was doing and I skedaddled my little ass right over there into the thick of it. Into the thick of it, bitch. So at that point, like, I was nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen because I'm still in the mindset of this nigga's fucking crazy and Dog better be careful. But no, bitch, no. From what I saw in the little 30 minutes they was online, he was real affectionate towards her. They were very affectionate and sweet and soft touching and lovey-dovey towards each other. Now, he did make a couple of inappropriate jokes, but I think she likes that shit. She thinks that shit is cool, and she gets to giggling like a giddy schoolgirl when she does that. Hey, Chipper, how are you? Chipper, you better be careful. I don't know if you're gonna be allowed to be over here very much longer. Them bitches over there you roll with, they mad at me, Chipper. You better be careful, nigga. For they be looking at you side-eyeing funny. I know you know what's going on with your nosy ass. I'm just saying, I like you, nigga, so just be careful. All right, Chipper. And I'm going to clink my champagne glass right against yours, nigga. Shout out to you for being a real one. All right. So this phone is firing up. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one with the Instagram. All right, y'all, just give me a second. I'm going to pull this shit up because y'all got to see what I saw to understand where I was coming from and my fear for her in the first 5 minutes of that video. Oh, they're making me log in. Okay, I'll log in. What is my password? Jesus, I can't remember. Okay, bear with me. Come on, password. Come on. Dismiss. All right, let's try again. Nope, let's do this. All right, it's not working, damn it. And I don't want them fucking up my password and stuff. So the phone that I'm actually talking to y'all on is the phone that my Instagram is actually on. Oh, you know what? What else can I do? I don't think I can save, highlight, share, mute microphone. No, I don't think I can do anything. I should have went live from so I could mirror my screen on this phone, but I didn't do that. So sorry, y'all. Y'all not gonna get a chance to see that today because my Instagram don't want to act right on this phone. But yeah, Shady Lives of YouTube over there. Posted the clip. When we get off of here, I will post the link on my community tab for y'all. Nope, you don't have to dive in. When we get off of here, I will post a link on my community tab for y'all so y'all can see the shit for yourself. But I am really happy that she did not so far. Hey, Totabri, I'm so happy so far that she seems to be having a good time. Now, bitch, I had heard previously, and I heard last night, that this thing that her and Rob got going on is 7 days. They booked that Airbnb for 7 days. Now, I'm thinking this is either like a momentary lapse of reason, or maybe she's just so out of touch and out of tune with traveling that she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. But 7 days is a lot. Hey, Champagne, honey, how are you? 7 days is a fucking lot. Hey, Roxy. Hey, Mixology. Hey, Diving. I don't know if I spoke to you. I think I did earlier. Oh, you saw it, Champagne, honey? You gagged too, bitch. Listen. Again, I'm going to share it on my community tab when we get off here, y'all, because this shit's crazy. It's wild. So what was I just saying? 7 days. 7 days is a fucking lot. Me and my husband went on, when we were, I think it was like our 5th or 6th year of marriage, we came down here to Myrtle Beach to vacation, which is why we live here now. Because we had such a great time during our vacation, excuse me. But we fucked around and did 7 days. And bitch, I'm here to tell you, even with a beautiful Airbnb, even being in like the lap of luxury, after day 4, I was ready to go the fuck back home. I was ready for my bed. I was ready for my bathroom with all my stuff in it. You know, I was just ready for my creature comforts at home. So this is going to be a trial and a tribulation for them. They just met and they're going to spend 7 days together. Bitch, I was about to rip my fucking husband's head off like day 4. Day 4, bitch, it was like, nuck if you buck in this motherfucker. I was annoyed. He was annoyed. Bitch, we were, I mean, it's just, it seems like a good idea in theory. But 7 days is a long kitty Cadillac. I'm a 3-day girl at this point. Like 1, 2, 3, and day 4, I need to be back in my bed, bitch. Diamond said, I'm waiting on the first disagreement. That's what I'm waiting on. Diving, 7 days, bitch, it's gonna happen. They should have cut that shit to like 2 or 3 to keep it short and sweet and to like try to like weed out some of that possible shit that may happen. But bitch, by day 5, it's gonna be knucking and bucking and ready to fight around that motherfucker. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Because Rob real loose with the mouth. And Tracy seemed cool with it, but after a while, I know because Tracy, at the end of the day, y'all can say what y'all want. That bitch a grown ass woman. She 52 or something, right? Right? Excuse me. So at the end of the day, all that little juvenile, childish ass shit that he gets up into and that come out of his mouth, it's gonna piss her off eventually. I feel after the dickmatizing, juices and sprinkles then wore off. You know, that dickmatized, that shit lasts a little while. But after you done fuck about 5 or 6 times in a row and that shit wear off a little bit, or he do a little move or do something during fucking that you don't really like, or if he show you something that you don't really like, you see the nigga getting out the shower in a different angle and you like, or whatever. That's where the problem going to come in, bitch. Ooh, young MIA said, Tracy said she's still a virgin and Rob fell for it. Listen. I don't know what the fuck Tracy did over there. I don't know if she bathed in a bath of straight vinegar or what, but Rob was over there and he kept coming on the camera talking about, and it didn't fit. And I'm like, first of all, that was the only part that was cringe to me. Because when people say shit like that, it's hard for my brain and my visuals not to try to visualize that shit. And I don't want to visualize that shit. Yes, figure 8, straight vinegar. That bitch sat in a bath of straight vinegar and that motherfucker drawled up like a raisin. That's why he was over there screaming that it wouldn't fit. Yes, mixology. I think I was one of the first ones to say, leave that bitch alone. They is made for each other. Told to breathe. Oh, they busted that shit open before they came live. They was fresh out the bed when they hit that live button. They was still in the aroma of each other. And then that nigga grabbed a towel and smushed it in his face and said that was the towel they was fucking on. And I'm like, wait a minute, why y'all fucking on towels? What's going on? What's going on over there? As a woman, you know what fucking on towels signifies. So, girl, listen, I'm just making a statement. I do not want an explanation. I'm just making a statement. I know I said what's going on over there, but please, God, I do not want an explanation. I don't. It's just a statement, bitch. Miss Cruiser said, yeah, ain't no extra sets of sheets. Listen, no washing machine. It's an Airbnb and it looked halfway decent. She was happy to show it off. It looked halfway decent. So I'm sure like any Airbnb that I stayed in that was a house or an apartment had a washer and a dryer. Miss Cruiser. MIA says she flew out to Sacramento at the start of her cycle. No, MIA, see, that's the thing. She don't have no cycle because she got half a uterus and they snatched her fallopians. Somebody else was talking about she's going to end up pregnant. And I'm like, you must be new, bitch. You must be new. And if you're new, you need to shh. Because anybody who been here know that that's an impossibility. Wakanda say she a virgin. That pussy ain't seen no peen in 29 plus years. You know what kind of dreams? I'm not gonna put that completely in the back burner because I have been known to say previously that the only reason Tracy's titties is real pretty and nice and sit up like that is because they're untouched. They're pure as the driven snow. They're virgin titties. They ain't been smushed on, rubbed on, jerked around, sucked on. Miss Virgin titties. That's why they look like. That's why they look like the titties of an 18-year-old. Shout out to you, bitch. My titties been used. Mixology say, Lord, they will have a 16-year-old baby. That's past a geriatric pregnancy. Manny, why did I just imagine a newborn with a 16-year-old's face, bitch? Oh, I can't stand you. Oh. Diving said, I highly doubt she still gets her cycle. I stopped getting mine like 3 years ago. Yeah, and she's like in like straight up menopause. So that menopause also is going to piss her off for all his little silly fucking antics and shit too. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Let's see. Figure 8, so you cutting up some. Bitch, we ain't been on here in a couple of days. And I don't know if y'all got the other memo, but I did say that I was going to be a little bit more of my true self this year. Because y'all, I straight been holding the fuck back. Like my bitches in the background, they know who the fuck they know what this shit gives. But y'all get like kind of the watered down version. Cause I was raised right. And I was taught not to really act a full donkey in public. So still this version of Thotty is still like slightly watered down because I cannot go full donkey in public. Y'all see what happens when people go full donkey in public. You get scandals and shit be happening and CPS be calls to your house and FBI be banging on your door and you be under investigations and shit and they be trying to shut down your business and calling the Better Business Bureau on you and shit. I ain't got time for all that just because you bitches can't handle me going full donkey on your motherfucking asses. So I just reserved that part of me for my members and for my bitches in the background. Exactly, told Bree. CPS, going to jail. Ain't nobody got time for that. And y'all bitches running around here, y'all talking about y'all ain't got nothing to lose, bitch. I got everything to lose, bitch. It is fucking lovely over here. And I'm not giving none of it up for none of you raggedy, nappy, naughty-headed bitches. Not one of you. Tipper said, I'm an ocean type traveler. It has to have water for me. Truly enjoy. That's why Vegas ain't for me. You know what, Tipper? I love to gamble. So one of these days, I'll make it out Vegas way. I've not been on the West Coast yet. Farthest west I've been is like Arkansas. I'm not really interested in going to the West Coast except for Vegas and to visit some of my bitches that live out there. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my West Coast bitches. So them are the only reasons I would be interested in going out that way. But one of these days, Vegas is on the list. But I love to gamble, so I got to save this money up because I'm not going to Vegas with less than like $5,000 to $7,000 in gambling money. And then you need hotel money and food money and all that other shit. So. But yes, Tipper, I agree. The ocean is for me. And that is why I decided, like, when I was done with Massachusetts and all that fucking cold weather and shoveling snow and shit, I'm like, we going to fucking Myrtle Beach because it's a whole vibe down there. I love the hippie surfer vibe. That is totally me. So I love it. I love it. Champagne's Honey said, one thing I found cringe was Tracy, that dude was talking about they not using condoms. I saw that too, Champagne Honey. So I was in Sean Bradley last night. Sean had a great live last night. He was gagging the fuck down. And everybody was just in such a happy mood for her. And that just goes to show, even though this is beef sector, even though we don't see it for some of these bitches and we beefing back and forth and we talk our shit, when something good, like truly good happens for one of these bitches, you can see the people who are haters and who are not haters, because I will give you your accolades even if I don't fuck with you. I've never had an issue doing that. Kitty Cadillac said 2,000 will keep you comfortable once you secure a hotel. I don't know, Kitty Cadillac, because I used to take 2,000 to Mohegan and Foxwoods when we was up in Massachusetts. And that kept me comfortable for like 3 days. 2,000 at Mohegan and Foxwoods. Sometimes I will win, sometimes not. But it's not about winning for me. I like the thrill of the game. And I like the casino atmosphere. And I like the free drinks. And I like that you can smoke cigarettes in there. Betty White said you can rent a beautiful house for $1,200 here. Ain't you, Betty? I don't know why, but I'm thinking, ain't you in Florida, Betty? I don't know why I always thought you was in Florida. Mixology said, Andrea, y'all highways opening back up. Oh, and it's flooding out there in Sacramento. So they really finna like probably just be stuck in the house the whole time. Y'all know it's raining and flooding. Okay, I thought so, Betty. I thought so. I'm nosy. I try to keep up with my bitches and where they at. So, yeah, it's raining out there. I heard it was flooding out there. So they may just really be stuck in the house the whole time. So that's going to make a little bit for more possible tension. I don't know. They may be able to skate through this thing real nice and lovely because it's new and it's fresh and they both got stars in their eyes still. Me comparing them to that long ass trip that me and my husband took is it's probably a little off kilter because, you know, after you've been with somebody for so long, you prone to fight with them motherfuckers on a drop of a dime. And, you know, it's not quite like that in the beginning stages of the relationship. So they may make it. But that, ooh, bitch, that's dang. I wouldn't do it. My little nerves wouldn't let me do it. I'd be like, no, bitch, because by day 4, I'm going to be a total fucking evil bitch. And I don't know. Because it kind of seemed like things were already kind of... The thing with the chicken wings, did y'all hear her and him with them chicken wings? He asked her if she was hungry, and she said no. She going to eat her pistachios. So... he ordered the chicken wings, and then they did the fucking, and then she got out the shower and she was hungry, and she over there trying to eat up all his fucking chicken wings. Now, he was being nice about it, but he told her in a very nice way, like, you can get some dick, but you can't get none of this chicken. Like, I was like, And one would think that Tracy is old enough not to play that particular game, because that's a game. Like right now, her and Rob Rack are literally playing the game, fighting for power in the relationship. She's doing little sneak shit like not ordering food, trying to eat his food to see if he really see it for her. I don't know what his game is. Them men confuse me. I don't know what the fuck his game is with all that childish shit and saying that it wouldn't fit. And I feel like that's dangerous because he's gonna use that shit later date and territory to drag her ass behind it. I just see it happening, bitch. And from what I've heard and from what I've seen about him, that's what he gives. That is his MO. From what I've heard them black sector men that don't fuck with him say about him, his MO is to hook up with these ladies, fall out with them, and then spill all they fucking tea online. But maybe that's Tracy's play. Maybe that's her play. Because what is that going to do? It's going to bring her subscribers. Now, I don't know how many subscribers he has, because like I said, I've only been over to his page once or twice. And when I was over there, it wasn't too many people in chat. He had as many people in his chat as I had in my chat. But he has to go so far as to fuck on dog to get 98 people in his chat. I ain't got to do all that. So I don't know what she would be gaining as far as dick and bubble gum. Because that's what she was doing. Yeah, that bitch was chewing bubble gum and getting dick. I said, shout out to Tracy for dick and bubble gum, bitch. Hey, Jen the Goddess, how are you? I know I be coming on a little early, and I know some of y'all be dealing with the kids and going to work and in meetings and shit. So I know. But I can't come on late because by the time like 6 o'clock roll around, bitch, I be zooted. My mouth be real raw and rough and rugged. And if I come on here past 6 p.m., that's really going to get me in trouble, bitch. Is Nep in here? Hey, Nep. Hey, Nep. Yes, Nep. That bitch was doing dick and bubble gum last night. I said, ooh, I like that treat. Now, those are my bitches. Y'all that know me know that I love hoe shit. So for that reason alone, I'm definitely here for Tracy. I love hoe shit like how Sean Bradley love hoe shit, but he like gay hoe shit. I like straight hoe shit, but I still like hoe shit. I'm just not as vocal about it as he is. But we on the same track with our love of hoe shit, okay? And this hoe shit that Tracy got going on over here, bitch, I'm here for it. Now, the whole shit that Kimmy had going on, it was great for like little conversation and shits and giggles, but they wasn't showing nothing. It was just all hearsay and them niggas ain't never met up. So it was like hoe shit adjacent. It was like the beginning steps of hoe shit. So I couldn't really get into it like that. But this shit that dog got going on, oh, bitch, I'm here for it. Dive in. She being fast as hell. Somebody else said Jay Wilson daughter over there hunching. They said Jay Wilson, your daughter over there hunching, nigga. And then somebody else said Jay Wilson sitting around somewhere mad with his lip poked out and a stank look on his face because Mark will never embrace him the way that Rob Rack was embracing Tracy and rubbing up on her titties. They said Mark will never do you like that, Jay Wilson. That's what they said. I was like, oh my God. Hey, don't ask me, Ish. How are you? Betty White said she gave it up day one. Betty White, that bitch flued herself out. Well, no, that bitch in the PCs flued her out there. They did not flued her out there to be fucking around on their dime. Betty White. And Betty White, if I'm fluted out to meet a nigga, guess what? Like the third hour that I'm there, we gonna be fucking. I don't believe in procrastinating and wasting time, Betty White. So I'm gonna give her a break. I'm gonna give her a break. Tracy didn't fly out there to sit on the edge of the bed and talk to the nigga. Okay? We all knew what it was. And somebody else has said, I think, Sean said last night that, y'all be happy for the bitch because as long as she is occupied with him and getting dick from him, she's too busy to be out here dragging people's children. And I agree. Y'all know, hey, Hard Conversations. Woo, that wig was rock. At one point, at the end of the video, somebody told her to secure the wig to tuck it down. What was that? Who was that? Masika, when Masika fought. Who the fuck did Masika fight and try to rip her wig off? It was a while ago. But it was a British bitch on the show at the time, Love and Hip Hop. And she was like, oh, she didn't tuck it down. She didn't tuck it down. So they was in there telling Tracy to tack it down, bitch. And Rob came behind her and it looked like he was going to shift it or snatch it. And I was like, oh, bitch, he better not fucking snatch her wig on this live. Because Rob don't know her like we know her. Sir. Do not fucking touch her wig because Tracy has said many times previously that is what caused her to go gadget on them bitches at that funeral. The bitches at the funeral were fighting. Tracy jumped in there and tried to like break them up or calm the shit down, and one of them snatched her wig, and that's what started her ass to windmilling on both of they motherfucking asses, and it was a triple fight at that point. Sir, learn your history, sir. Leave her fucking wig the fuck alone because that is her kryptonite. That shit will have that bitch going Hulk, go gadget, motherfucking She-Ra, all that shit on your ass. If you don't know, now you know. Bitch. Yes, MIA, WWE, WW the fuck E. If I'm lying, somebody check me in the chat. Y'all done heard Tracy tell that story several times on how she wasn't even involved in the funeral home fight. Them other two bitches was fighting. She jumped in there, tried to be mediator, Miss Bitch Badass, try to break the shit up. One of them snatched her wig. And that caused her to go fucking She-Hulk on their asses. It was old bitches getting body slammed left and right. Cause like Jay Wilson said, daughter got them shoulders. Daughter got that upper body scrumph. Okay. She was body slamming old bitches from the left and to the right. Don't ask me shit. Said, bitch, you letting loose. Bless you, 2023. Fuck that shit. Don't ask me shit. These bitches don't appreciate when you come out here trying to be like nice and like skirt around what you really trying to say. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Diving said, y'all are so mean. Diving. It's okay as long as they funny. Like mean without funny, that's just unacceptable. But mean with funny, with a splash of honey, bitch, I'm here for it. And y'all know that's what comedy is, right? Y'all know there is a scientific formula for comedy. The formula, if you didn't fucking know, is tragedy plus time equals comedy. So some bad shit happens to you. You have time to get over it, process it, and a year or two later, you're laughing about it. Tragedy plus time equals comedy. That's the recipe if y'all niggas didn't know. So to me, the most funniest shit is always like the most tragic shit. I know it's awful. It's awful. I have a horrible, wicked sense of humor. But I think a lot of us do. That's why we're here. Betty White said, I laughed all through cancer, and that's why you whooped her motherfucking ass, Betty. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Betty, for pulling through. Mixology said, I have a feeling Tracy going home to pack her apartment up in a U-Haul and driving back to California. No, listen, California is expensive. Tracy is doing very well. Rob Rat is the one living in a fucking pool house. That nigga needs to pack his duffel bag and his 3 Kroger bags and hop on one of them fucking Greyhound specials and make his way to Texas. Tracy got an apartment. Tracy established. Listen, I've dragged the bitch for being dirty and shit before. But Tracy's little furniture in her little living room setup, the shit's cute. Why would she move there to live in the back of the pool house when he can move to Texas, cheaper ass Texas, and post up right in her shit? Wakanda. No, not just a duffel bag and 3 Kroger bags. You know, he need 1 Kroger bag for his toiletries, like his little deodorant, his little ball spray, y'all, or whatever. He don't look like he do too many toiletries. So a half a bar of soap, the deodorant bar, and some ball spray. He needs a Kroger bag for that. Then he need another. Fucking hate y'all. Then he need another Kroger bag for what? A pair of Jordans. What else them niggas wear out there? A pair of fucking what is them Taylors? Chuck Taylors. That's what them niggas wear out there. So Jordans, Chuck Taylor. No, he might got decent sized feet, so he probably can only get 1 Kroger bag with the Jordans and the Chuck Taylors. And then the 3rd Kroger bag is gonna be for like little hoodie, t-shirt, whatever that he gonna be taking on and off, putting on that bus while he traveling, and he don't want to dig into the duffel bag. The 3rd Kroger bag is for easy access, so he don't got to be digging through the duffel bag on the bus. So the duffel bag and the 3 Kroger bags, that's all that nigga need. That's all he got, from what I understand. So you know how long and how much it would take for Tracy to pack up her whole life, all her fucking furniture and shit, to move out there? Why would she do that? When literally that nigga can move to her for the price of a Greyhound ticket and 1 trip to the grocery store to get them 3 Kroger bags. And you know she be down for it. You know she be ready to move that nigga right the fuck up in there. Absolutely not Wakanda dreams. I ain't giving nobody my phone this year. Told Tabri said, I'm sorry, but Texas is boring. What he gonna do? What the fuck is he doing in California? That nigga's online all day gossiping like a bitch. What is he doing in California? Does he even have a job? Does he? Oh, Brooklyn Star said, who rented the Airbnb? I would be checking for cameras. You know what, Brooklyn Star? When I stayed in the Airbnb, I was always so nervous about cameras and stuff. But then I was like, fuck it. Fuck it, bitch. If you're going to film me, get it off, bitch. And I'm like kind of like disturbed in that way, to where like if I feel like there's a camera in the room or somebody's watching me, like if I'm in the dressing room and I feel like there are cameras in there, I'll start to put on a goddamn show, bitch. So I'm one of those bitches. Payless shoes, Adidas with 4 stripes instead of 3. Yo. Silky Black, we spinning narratives, child. Tracy said he got a nice car. Well, they said that her car was like an acid washed Honda. So, listen, maybe his is nicer than acid washed Honda. Hard Conversations say most are moving from California to Texas. Anyway, some folks clearly don't know what's going on in America. Hard Conversations. Hard conversations. Now, you know, we generally work with a crowd of people who are not very worldly traveled. I'm just gonna say that. So, hey, GFTV said when he get drunk, he's gonna tell the truth, and I cannot fucking wait. I cannot wait. He was already doing like a little bit too much last night, talking about how his dick wasn't fit, and talking about how they was fucking on towels, and he was taking big deep breaths of the towel they was fucking on allegedly. Like, that was a little too much for me. She seemed to be cheeky and like, oh, Rob, like a little bit embarrassed, but just kind of still enamored and in the twilight zone of the dick. Because I told y'all, in them little draws that they showed the picture, what that nigga had on them heart-shaped draws, from what I saw, his dick looked ill-shaped to me. It looked like it's real skinny at the tip and real thick at the root. like the base of his dick is real thick, but the tip is real skinny. So I don't know. Maybe it only fitted because listen, no, we're not getting into that. God, no. But the shit looked malformed to me. So maybe that's why it didn't fit, sir. Yes, Betty, the motherfucker look ill-shaped. Y'all seen that picture with him in them little heart draws? You gonna tell me that look like a regular dick to you? I ain't never seen no dick that look like an upside-down triangle. But I figure, dog, she got ill-shaped parts too, so maybe that circle fits into that fucking square. But apparently Rob said that it didn't quite all the way fit. And you know what? Not only that, I blame you, sir. I blame you, because when the dick don't fit all the way, that's because the pussy ain't wet, and the pussy ain't wet because you ain't doing your job getting that motherfucker wet. Hello, somebody. If the dick don't fit, it's because the pussy ain't wet, and if the pussy ain't wet, it's because you not turning her on how you supposed to be, sir. But that's another chat for another day. See, Brooklyn Star screaming because Brooklyn Star know I ain't fucking lying. Southern Belle said, ding, 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 bitch, don't ask me shit, throwing up hands in the chat. So what is you doing over there, sir, trying to hunch on dry pussy? I fucking hate niggas. Oh, I hate y'all. 7 whole days, Champagne Honey. 7 all my bitches in the chat standing up, corroborating what I just said. If the dick don't fit, it's because okay. We don't have to repeat it again. Y'all hold on. Y'all know this nose of mine. Let me go get some tissue. Hold on, y'all. So that nigga over there, he thinking that shit is cute. He think he did something. He think he telling somebody something, talking about the dick ain't fit. All you did, sir, was tell every woman in the beef sector that you don't know how to get pussy wet properly. Now the niggas can fall for the shit and be like, oh, Rob did that, nigga. When I heard that shit, my motherfucking eyes rolled so far in the back of my head, and I got flashbacks of times that I got angry while fucking. That might piss dog off, too. If you keep trying to fuck dry pussy, sir, without properly getting that motherfucker moist and juicy, that might piss her off, too. Now, I don't know. Y'all know I'm not quite a young girl, but I consider myself to be, bitch. You know, I'm delusional in that way. So I don't know what it is with like menopause and stuff. Like I've said before, I wish the women out here would really have a real conversation about menopause. Like, what are we supposed to be looking for? What are the real fucking symptoms? Like, what's going on with this thing? Because I don't know. We hear little things here and there. We hear that the pussy shrivels up and gets dry. I don't know. Maybe that's you got to do some extra work, sir. It's not easy like them little 20-year-old bitches that you may fuck with back in California, sir, you got to put in some real fucking work. That's why they say older women is real fucking work. So, Brooklyn Star said, okay, city girl. Diving said, oh my God, I would love to spearhead that conversation. I'm knee deep in it right now. Diving, please, somebody, because I am like, I'm hearing all of these women like kind of talking about it, like Kwani's kind of talked about it, and Nika kind of talked about it, but I need you bitches to spill the tea. Like, what do I need to brace myself for, bitch? Because y'all skating around the subject. But it's also my fault because I haven't asked Miss Google. So maybe I need to just do my own fucking research and stop depending on these lesser than bitches. See, that's me expecting more from lesser ass bitches. Y'all should have checked me when I started saying that I wanted a real conversation from them. Y'all should have checked me right there when I said that shit. Because that's me expecting more from less ass bitches. No, you ain't block over here, Kiki. You ain't block, Kiki. Me and you ain't got no problems. I side eye you sometimes. I talk my little shit, but I ain't got no problem with you, Kiki. You ain't block. Kitty Cadillac said, let's talk about it. You know what? I'm going to do my own research on the internet, and I'm going to find somebody outside of the sector who has discussed it, and I'll share their video. Because I've been told y'all, like, some of these real conversations, these bitches over here are inequipped to talk about it. Mixologies and hot flashes is all I know. That's all I know. And I know it's different for every woman. For example, like my mom, all she experienced was hot flashes. Like crazy sweats. That's all she experienced. She didn't get any of the other symptoms. So, but then I'm hearing on the other side, like bitches is saying that they wilding out. They running through the house, flipping furniture and all kind of shit. And it's the menopause that got them going crazy. Like, I don't know. And my grandmother, I was young, but I don't remember seeing a change in her attitude, her mood, anything. So I guess it's just different for every woman, child. I guess. Our conversation said there's plenty of YouTubers that talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna do my research because that's something that we really need to let folks know about. My cuz lost her mind and man. Damn, Brooklyn Star. So maybe I'm on the lucky spectrum because, like I said, the women in my family, it's never really been a conversation because I guess it hasn't really been an issue for them other than the fucking sweats. My mom went through it. She said, bitches are dramatic. Do you think Tracy nymphomaniac? Yes, I do, young MIA. And I say that because I was an old school Tracy. I wasn't a Pieces. I left up out of there before there was such thing as a Pieces, but I used to be an old school Tracy fan, and I still watch her shit. So back in the day when she used to sit in them truck stops, lot lizarding, she would have sometimes she would have little bruises and shit on her. So it was always rumors going around that them truck stoppers that she liked for them to choke her. Like that was a rumor and a drag that people used to use on her back in the day. Like she used to pick up them truck drivers and they be fucking her and she hardcore fucking smack me around, choke me daddy type shit. And she would show up with if you see her last night, go back and look at that video and look at her arms. That bitch had bruises on her arms. That bitch had bruises on her arms last night because her and Rob was around there moving furniture, bitch. Pastor told us daughter got upper body scrums. Yes, young MIH. That bitch was the original lot lizard of the B sector. I don't know if you ever seen that picture of her with that wig on and that gold tooth, and the wig looked like it got a point. Like she a cone head up underneath that motherfucker. Like she Beldar up underneath that motherfucker. Well, that picture was taken at one of the truck stops during her lot lizarding day. Bitch, they was on there moving furniture like Bertie Mac used to say, bitch. And then go back and look at the video again. It looked like she got a hand mark on her arm. Like he had to hold on for dear life, bitch. I was like, ooh, come through. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. I am not speaking down on her. I am not speaking down on sex injuries at all. I ain't no stranger to a bruise or two or to a motherfucking carpet burn, bitch. My knees ain't no motherfucking stranger to carpet burn, bitch. Now I don't do that shit no more because I'm grown now. But in my younger days, bitch, you would think I was a child outside playing and skinning my knees on the concrete, bitch. Because I kept me a nasty piece of carpet burn, rug burn, skin up knee, bitch. I had to grow out of that shit, nigga. So I stopped doing that, and I used to put vitamin E oil on my knees to get them little ugly marks out. But they pretty now. They pretty again. They nice and even. I ain't got no scars or nothing. But bitch. So yes. Listen, don't ask me, Ish. A little bump to the head ain't never hurt nobody, bitch. A little bump to the head ain't never hurt nobody. I'm a fan. We have a plush headboard, one of them soft ones, and then we have a wooden headboard. Bitch, I'm a fan of the wooden headboard, okay? Kitty Cadillac said, graduated to the bed, Dottie. Bitch, I have gotten carpet burns from the bed. Oh my God. So I am no stranger to sex injuries, and I don't look down upon sex injuries. I'm just pointing out that the bitch looked like she had a couple, okay? I'm just pointing it out. Diamond said, I have a double jointed jaw. Bitch! Bitch! I have a double jointed jaw would work out real well for me and my straight knees. Oh, Lord, girl. I ain't never heard of a double jointed jaw before. I'm going to have to Google that too. Y'all giving me lists of shit I need to Google. Chipper said, I had a beautiful girlfriend before I was 16. It starts in a female's mind. She like, I want all the pain. Mixology. Listen, I'm not gonna spill too much of my tea over here fucking with dog, but I fucks with it, dog. Shout out to you for that. Betty said one time I had to bump my head and it was just mission. Betty, listen. All right, we're gonna get off of her because we've been on her for a long time. And let me just skedaddle on over here and see what else we could chat about real quick before we get off of here. Because we ain't gonna be on here very much longer. Let's see. Brian, he cussed out Kwani the other day. Apparently, Kwani had said some shit to him that he didn't like, so he gave that bitch 2 hours strong. It was great. If y'all didn't see it, I posted it on my community tab, so y'all can check that out. Like I said, he gave Kwani 2 straight hours. It was great. I listened to it the other day, but I was kind of distracted, so I am going to go back and give it a re-listen. Thank you, Miss Tam, for becoming a member. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. You got me over here blushing, child. Thank you. Brooklyn Star said, we here for 6 more days, child. Kitty Cadillac said nothing is ever just missionary. Oh, I was going to say something, but I forgot we wasn't on members only, bitch. I was going to ask y'all, so I'll ask y'all on member. We'll talk about like sex and nasty stuff in the members only. Diamond said, I have to go by and look at it. What could you possibly send for 2 hours? Oh my God. You know what? It was, he did kind of reiterate a lot of shit back and forth, but you know what? And when I'm around here vacuuming, cooking, doing whatever, I'm gonna jump on this elliptical machine for 45 minutes when we get off of here. I'll put that on when I do little silly shit like that. Thank you, Miss Tam. Miss Tam said, welcome. You the bomb, girl. Thank you. Chipper said, when you are fine as fuck with a rock hard body, that clear fluid will roll down before the sex start. That's how it happened with me, child. But you know what, Chipper? You were young. You were young. The older the woman get, the more time you got to take with that shit. It's almost like, you know how people are addicted to porn and they say after a while, like the regular porn don't do it for them. You really got to like elevate to more and more hardcore porn, you know, like that. That's how it is with women and sex over the years. Like, yeah, when you 16, just the look of a nigga will do it for you. But by the time your ass is 35, give me more. Give me more. Like by the time you 35, you need like 20 minutes of foreplay. And if you ain't willing to do this 20 minutes of foreplay before you try to start fucking on me, then we ain't doing no fucking. How about that? So, yes, Diamond. Whoa, we're gonna get it in, Diamond. I'm gonna blow y'all's mind, child. Cause like I said, I don't really get into my personals over here. We just talk about these bitches. So y'all gonna get to know me a little bit, just a little bit. Betty White said foreplay annoys me. Betty White, you quick and to the point, bitch. And see, I had no idea that foreplay annoys some women. I thought we was all here for it, bitch. I'm here for it, bitch. But Betty White said, nope, not me, sir. You can do all that rubbing and sucking and licking and moving and shit with them other bitches. Let me get the dick. Okay, so yeah, we talked about Brian. He cussed Quanetta out. I didn't hear what the fuck Netta said about the boy to upset him so much. I don't know. Oh, also Rico and Stomp Down. They have really been keeping me entertained with this little beef they got. Now, y'all know I love Rico. I'm a Rico fan. And y'all know I'm a Stomp Down fan, too. And I've made statements recently that Reed is no longer my number one guilty pleasure. No, Reed has been kicked out of the spot. Stomp Down has been my number one guilty pleasure for about like 6 months now. Because that nigga be fucking dragging. Now, I know he's not for everybody. I know he's very nasty and very vulgar. And I know he be over there giving poor Rico the fucking blues for no reason. But I like the fight that them two got going on. And Rico gives just as good as he gets. Rico is not as active as Stomp Down. You know, he's kind of taking a break. He's taking like breaks here and there. But when Rico decides to his live button and cuts Stomp Down the fuck out, he gives it to that nigga. He called that motherfucker, what did he call him? Some type of, I can't even remember, but it was hilarious. I squalled so fucking loud when Rico go off. I love it when he get real sassy and he snapped them legs together in a tight cross, bitch. And he had that cigarette in his hand and he be going off on them bitches. I love it. Also, Rico gave Wiley a little 1-2 combo and brought out the one-eye limping Deacon Cyclops Reed. Bitch, I love the one-eye Deacon Cyclops Reed. That shit made me laugh so hard I can barely breathe. And Rico be serious when he say that shit too. Excuse me, guys. Where's my water? So that's going on over there with those fellas, if you weren't aware. Now, y'all know Stomp Down, you have to like literally subscribe to him and turn your bell on and skedaddle over there when he drops a live, because that nigga's scary. He be taking his shit down. And not only that, Rico be over there on his live flagging that nigga, showing everybody how he's currently flagging that nigga to take his page down. Y'all know Rico and took a page down from Stomp Down already. So that's happening. They is in full tussle. Yes, he does. Don't ask me, Ish. Oh my God. And Stomp Down did a video last night. He was going off on Rico and he took it from the top to the bottom and went through everything and was off the dome with the shit. That nigga did not take a breath. Whatever Rico said had Stomp Down so pissed off, that nigga did not take a breath. And I loved it. I love it when y'all niggas get so upset you don't even breathe. I love it when you niggas get manic. Now, I know it's not good for your, what do you call it? I know it's not good for you mentally to be in a state of mania, but it's excellent for me as far as my entertainment. And it's safe. Ain't nothing safer than a manic nigga over the internet for me. I definitely don't want to be around you motherfuckers in real life with that shit. It's still read for the win. I don't like the unprovoked bullying aspect of stomp down reads. It's just the raw and the ruggedness of and the way that shit come out of his mouth. I feel like is what gives some people pause for him. But you can't say that you haven't thought in your own head everything he's saying out of his own mouth. You just got too much couth and raisin right to say the shit. You just won't say it, but you've thought it. You know? Betty White said it's the beef sector. Get over it. Listen. Let's see. Dovey was mad at Shelly the other day and went off on Shelly for whatever reason. And I want to say, I want to give a shout out to motherfucking S. Hutchinson. Y'all know I love me some S. Hutchinson. I love Shelly. I love her voice. I love her aesthetic. I love the way she's messy. I love that bitch record everything and crown herself the queen of receipts and will let you bitches know, do not fucking lie on me or I will tell the truth on you. I love Shelly. And I want to say shout out to Shelly. Shelly has been out here in these streets putting in motherfucking work. Bitch. Now, I know some of y'all don't like Shelly. Some of y'all don't see it for Shelly, but you can't deny Shelly is jumping out the motherfucking bando for 2023, and I love it. I love it. I love to see her on Jay Wilson's panel. I love my favorite shit recently is when Shelly get up there, she do her messy shit, she talk her shit, and then she be like, okay, I'm on mute. That shit trips me the fuck out. I be like, yes, bitch. I'll be over here giving Shelly standing ovations behind her fucking mess. Do you hear me? Brooklyn Star says she been parked on panels. Brooklyn Star, I'm here for it, bitch. I'm here for it. Y'all know I love Shelly. I like her voice especially. Like just the kind of a cool, calm, collectedness in it, but it be full of fucking drama and mess. I love that shit. Diamond said, I hate it. If she up there, I will leave. I don't ever want to sit through her being over there continuously. It's played out. Listen, if we can survive through Vivian and all those other fucking bums that hit that panel, boring fucking bums, then y'all better chalk it up for my bitch Shells. That's all I'm saying. I really like it when Heidi hits Jay Wilson's link as well. I'm a big Heidi fan. I like Heidi. I like her voice. I like Heidi's accent. I like how Heidi get that shit up. And Heidi be fucking reading bitches. Like, I don't feel like Heidi get the respect she deserves. Heidi be fucking clocking and reading bitches, okay? I love that shit. Heidi is one of my favorites, and every time she come back over here to the beef sector, I really enjoy it. I watch all her shit when she come over here. I try to give her a little click in the view for her T sector, what is that, the mukbang sector she in, but I don't know them niggas. So the reads and the drags kind of fall flat because I don't know them. But yeah, I'm a big Heidi fan too. Oh, don't ask me. They say Heidi is delusional. She may be delusional, but the delusional bitch is funny. She may be delusional. And that adds to the hilarity of Heidi. That adds to it to me. Like, this bitch is crazy. Ooh. I'll leave anywhere she on a panel. Y'all are so fucking picky. Y'all is all stank and picky, and y'all need to stop it. Miss B said, hey, Miss B. Miss B said, no, I like Heidi, except when she dizzy and blonde. Listen, I don't care. I like dizzy blonde Heidi. I like ghetto ratchet Heidi. I like Felicia Heidi. I like it all. Hey, Miss Diva One, girl. Oh, I think you missed a doozy this day, girl, but that's all right. You can catch the replay. Diamond said, exactly. It adds to the appeal. Yes. And Jay Wilson, when Jay Wilson get to talk about how Heidi Kitty Cat be sitting out there up front for everyone to see, like, around, and he just be so infatuated with Heidi Kitty Cat, that shit take me out, bitch. That shit takes me out. What do y'all think I think Heidi and Jay Wilson would have a pretty baby, actually. If it was ever like even a possibility, which it's completely not, I think Heidi and Jay Wilson would have a pretty baby. I think their features would bounce off of each other well, and they would have a pretty little boy. I do. Oh my God, Betty, give me your hand. Girl, I'm gonna pop your fucking hand for that. Betty White said her cat is spitting out hairballs. Betty said Heidi cat spitting out hairballs, bitch. Oh my God. Oh, speaking of cats and hairballs, y'all know we was just talking about Stomp Down and Rico, right? So recently, there's this fucking stray cat that somebody dropped off in our neighborhood, and he's been meandering around. And this motherfucker, for whatever reason, I guess because he knows we'll feed him, but so he's always at my door meowing and scratching and shit. So I buy food for the motherfucker. I put food outside for it. And it's a couple of other stray cats in the neighborhood that people put food out for. I have since become one of those people who will put food out for the stray cats. Stomp Down said that him and Juan are putting out stray cat food in front of Rico's door for Rico to eat because he's such a bum. And that in front of Rico's door is a bunch of empty cans of straight cat food. And that's because him and Juan are putting the cat food out for him. I mean, it was just so crazy the way he broke that shit down. And it was extra funny to me because I am now feeding a stray cat, and everything Stomp Down said about feeding stray cats is fucking true. I had no idea. I just started that game. His analogies and his world experience makes his dragging that much more funny for me. You have to get it to get it. Stomp Down is not one of those ones for a lazy brain. Like Lil Wayne is not one of those rappers for a lazy brain. If you want to enjoy Lil Wayne, bitch, you better get into it, and you better get that brain to clicking and working and thinking and listening. Same with Stomp Down. That's how I feel. Young MIA says she plays with Wilson's hairy balls like a ball of yarn. Oh my God. Diamond said, baby, I love you so much. You're so cute. Oh my God. Thank you, Diamond. I love you guys too. All right, so let's see. Oh, let's talk about the Brianna and the Wiley interview. It's been a couple days since we've been on here, and so much has happened, y'all. Hold on. So, guys, y'all know, technically, I don't see it for Brianna, because that bitch is TSCC. Y'all know I don't fuck with TSCC. Once again, y'all know I don't fuck with TSCC. Never have, never will, no matter what another lion ass bitch is talking about. Okay? If you've been here for a little while and you've been paying just a little bit of attention, you know Thotty don't fuck with TSCC. Never have, never will. And that's one of the main reasons I don't fuck with Bree is because that bitch is TSCC. But I'm gonna give her her accolades because she got the Wiley interview. Now, I already knew she would get it because when he was saying the type of person that he was looking at interviewing with, Bree checked all those boxes. And we know that him and Bree have a relationship from their TSCC days together. So for those reasons, I always knew that Bree was going to get a Wiley interview. And I knew that he wasn't going to charge her for it. Excuse me. So I will say, it seems like so far 5.3K people have watched the interview. So that means pretty much all of y'all have seen the interview. What did y'all think about the interview? I loved it. I thought it was explosive. I thought Wiley gave exactly what he was supposed to give. He was messy. He was his regular old lion ass self. Now, what I'm going to need y'all beef sector people to do, What I'm gonna need the beef sector OG veteran people in the chat, people who've been here, all of y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to constantly let these new people know that Wiley is a liar, okay? Because they don't know. And that nigga, the way he come out his mouth with these fucking lies, it be convincing because he sounds like he telling the truth, but he's absolutely not. I'm gonna need y'all to stay vigilant and to just nudge your neighbor and say, excuse me, neighbor, you know that nigga's a liar, right? He lies for entertainment, right? Nep, you haven't saw it yet? Nep, oh my God, what are you doing over there with your internet? You wasting internet, nigga. You better go watch that shit. Chipper say, yuck, big, nasty, promiscuous Harambe Bree. Ain't nothing promiscuous about that bitch, Chipper. She over there a couple of months ago said that her boyfriend are not having sex. Fi Babe called that shit out. That man wasn't fucking Bree. And Bree basically said that was true. Now, I don't think that she was responding to Fi Babe, but she said she was over there doing that little stupid shit she like to do, like, we don't, no, I'm not having sex. She did that. It was like that. And I was like, ooh, bitch. So Fi Babe called that shit out. She was right. Ooh, Betty White said he can't look you in the eye. Listen, Betty, I was over there on Instagram the other day, and it was this older lady, and she was giving tutorials on how it is when you have to fuck a big fat man like a Biggie Smalls. And she had a workout ball, right? She had a workout ball, and it was like some handlebars above it. And she said, just imagine the ball was his stomach, right? So you got to grab him by the shoulders. Now, the handlebars are supposed to be his shoulders. You got to grab him by the shoulders and then just jump on. And she jumped on that ball and was hunching that motherfucker. So that's why I imagine the men do the Bree. And the way that old lady broke it down, it seemed like it might be a kind of fun ride if you like that type of shit. If you're all into like strenuous sex, like some people, they need to like work it out, get a little sweat going before they can bust a nut. Like if you ain't sweating, you ain't busting. Some people is like that. So if that's your thing, then I can see it now. Because I could never imagine that shit before. Like, how does this even work? But the way that old lady broke it down on Instagram, I'm going to share that one too. I'm going to share the two posts. I'm going to share the one with Rob Rack. I'm going to share the one with that old lady on that motherfucking ball working that bitch out. And the way she did it, I was like, wait a minute, bitch. Am I missing out? Because I got to work up a sweat, bitch. And that seemed like a real easy way to work up a fucking sweat. Ooh. It would be like, okay, so if like you on top and you on a regular man, stick like 5 pillows in between y'all. And just fucking go to work, bitch. That's what it was giving. I was like, oh my God. So I'm gonna share that one too. Chipper say phantom boyfriend, aka food delivery. Bitch, Chipper. You know what? I owe her an apology. There was a marathon of my 600-pound life the other day. And do you know something that I fucking noticed? Do you know something that I noticed watching my 600-pound life marathon? More often than not, them big bitches be having men. Now, it ain't no quality men. It ain't no nigga I would ever look twice at. But them big bitches be having men. So I feel like I might owe her an apology. Maybe she actually do have a fucking man. Okay? Next time you watch my 600-pound life, if you watch that kind of shit, more often than not, them big bitches be having men. They need somebody to bring the food in. And if they don't have men, they have children bringing them the food. Where do you think them children come from? From the men they fucking on? Now, once again, it ain't nothing that you or me would ever turn our fucking neck twice at, but still, it's a man. And for a lot of people, that's the end all be all everything, right? Is a man. So once again, y'all, if y'all didn't see that Bree and Wiley interview, it was great. Wiley skull drugged everybody from the sector. He was lying on niggas left and right. He was remembering shit wrong. I ain't gonna say he was lying. Wiley was remembering shit wrong. In the most hilarious way. And he was spicy. You hear me, bitch? Marquise was spicy. He wasn't taking no breath either. He was skull dragging. And he had Bree speechless several times. He had Brianna bewildered Simone speechless several times. I loved it. And I feel like that was the perfect introduction for Wiley to be back. And ever since the interview, Wiley's name has been all up and through the sector. Now people are making whole videos on him, but if you listen to these videos, they mentioning Wiley like the nigga ain't never left. And I'm also hearing he never did fucking leave. When Wiley says that he never left the B sector, it's because he been doing B sector commentary over on his Patreon. Now, I don't know if that's true. That's just what I heard. But the shit makes sense, right? It makes sense, right? And once again, I don't know if it's true. It's just what I heard. So when Wiley say he never left the B sector, he really fucking means he never left. Y'all non-paying niggas didn't get the commentary, but the Patreon got the B sector commentary. Since the last time we talked, Timothy Blaine and Jay Wilson has had another run-in with each other, and they had this latest run-in over on Jay Wilson's page, of course, because you know Jay Wilson will never hit Timothy Blaine's page because he doesn't have control, and Tim will cuss him the fuck down. So over on Jay Wilson's page, him and Tim got into it over the Larry Reid thing because Tim made a video, and Tim was under the Tim is under the thought that Larry Reid is not a pedo because technically a pedo is people who enjoy the ages of between 8 and 10 or 8 and 12 or something before you hit puberty. And that was not what Larry was doing. Larry was dealing with a 17-year-old almost man. So Tim Blaine is giving Larry a little bit of leeway when it comes to that. And people were not fucking happy about it, specifically the mothers of the sector who are owners of little boys and girls themselves. The mothers of the sector were not fucking trying to hear that shit. They dropped in Tim's chat and was like, oh, hold up, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? So Tim tried to explain it to the best of his ability, and Tim also said several times while explaining it that he is not the person equipped for this conversation. So Tim let y'all know that he's not the person for this conversation, but these are just his thoughts. But you know, niggas hear what they want to hear. So that part went through one ear and out the other. They didn't hear none of that shit. They only heard Tim saying that he didn't really fuck Larry all that hard for fucking on that 17-year-old boy, allegedly. So Jay Wilson, y'all know he likes to build his super Walmarts and shit. Y'all know Jay Wilson is really bad with gathering information. He was over in Tim's chat, or somebody emailed him. He probably got literally 5 minutes of the commentary and decided to do 2 hours of commentary off of 5 minutes that he heard over there on Timothy Blaine. So Timothy Blaine decided to hit the link and jump up there and defend himself. Of course, the shit went left. Timothy Blaine really did himself a disservice this time around. Usually I do like it when he hits the link and they fight. But this time around, he did himself a disservice, in my opinion, because he was refusing to get to the point and refusing to answer the question. And it seemed like Timothy Blaine only jumped up there to argue and to fuck with Jay Wilson about his trailer home upbringing and other things. He did not want to touch the actual subject that Jay Wilson and the other panelists were questioning him and asking him about. And he was up there throwing hissy fits, literally like a nigga in the midst of their terrible twos. Like a terrible twos nigga child. That's what he was up there throwing a fucking fit like. Or a terrible twos blonde little white girl. Cause you know them goddamn terrible twos, them blonde little white girls, they cut the fuck up. And them little black boys, they cut the fuck up too in them terrible twos. I don't know what it is about those two, them little white girls and them little black boys, boy, they cut up. So, don't ask me. It said, Tim said, I'm going to beat your ass. He sure did. And Jay Wilson said, nigga, you had the opportunity and you let it slip between your dirty fingers. So, next. Bitch, I love it. I love it. Chipper say, big nasty. Oh, no, we already read that one. Let's see. Where we at? Whoa, no, I didn't. He said, big, nasty, promiscuous stench breed needs to explain and get those rashes treated, probably all over her body. Chipper, there is no treatment for that other than weight loss. I'm just going to leave it at that, Chipper. There is not a soap. There is not a Dr. Bronner's peppermint liquid soap. There is not a scrub pad. There is not a toner. There is not a bottle of alcohol, peroxide, witch hazel, Neosporin. That will fix that. The only thing that will fix that is weight loss. Once again, I was watching Dr. No and them, a little marathon the other day, and it was a lot of people on there with those same skin issues. You know what Dr. No told their ass? Weight loss. Do you know Dr. No didn't get him niggas not a salve, not a cream, not a bottle of witch hazel, not a drop of peroxide? You know what he told them? Weight loss. That's what that's about, Chipper. Wakanda Dream said, too many talking. Who doesn't mean the situation good? The coins, the coin. Ooh. Mixology said, my biggest point, 245. The only thing that helped was to lose weight. Facts. Mm-hmm. Weight loss. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Chipper said he's on now. He tries to snatch subbies to come in his room. Low down scum Wilson. Is he on? He been doing a lot lately. And it seems like the people aren't really interested. Like, I feel like Jay Wilson might get into the realm of oversaturating himself. Like, sometimes less is more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that's where some of these content creators run into a problem sometimes, is they oversaturate themselves. Like, there is no need for 3, 4, or 5 lives in a day. Like, that is oversaturation. And that is also sending a signal to the people that, number 1, you have no life. Number 2, you have no job. Number 3, you have no prospects. Number 4, you have no car because you ain't never going nowhere. Like, it just sends all kind of subliminal messages when you do too much with that live button. And it seems like Jay Wilson is doing a lot with the live button these days. He doing a lot. I feel like he need to slow down a little bit. Like, sir, we don't mind hearing from you every day, but hourly, every hour on the hour, like, come on now. Oh, come on now. It's giving that his fucking rates have been raised. And that mortgage went up from $2,500 to $3,200, and he got to make it do what it do. That's what it's giving. I can't remember what that term was. What is that term? Something about your homeowner's insurance. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, at one point, our mortgage went up from $2,600 to $3,200 because of, it was so long ago, and I was crying and I was so upset, and we figured it out, but it was something to do with like our homeowner's insurance that was combined with our mortgage, and it raised our mortgage up without us even fucking knowing. And it was something that we had to do. I can't even remember. It was a whirlwind, bitch. I was in a daze. I was literally like a walking ghost during that time of my life. But I feel like that's what's going on with Jay Wilson, because he's moving. He's moving in that type of way. Like, bitch, bills are due. And we're going to make this. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. The escrow. Miss Cruiser, oh my God. Oh my God. I had no idea. Nobody told me. I didn't know, bitch. So for like 2 months, Miss Cruiser, trying to deal with that shit, I was in a fog. Like, I don't even want to think about it. It was fucking horrible. It was fucking horrible, Miss Cruiser. So I feel like that's what he going through over there, because he doing the most with the least, bitch. I didn't even understand the shit, Miss Cruiser. I was just fucking happy to be a homeowner, bitch, in a nice, big, beautiful fucking beautiful house. I was just happy, bitch. I didn't. Where do I sign? Yeah, where do I sign? Had my ass fucked up for a second, but we figured it out, thank God. But oh my God, Miss Cruiser, though, that them 2 months, bitch. Woo, woo. Miss Cruiser said they don't add enough monthly for the, yeah, that's exactly, they didn't add enough monthly for the insurance, and it was, so they hit us with the escrow. But see, I didn't know, they didn't tell me. So once we figured it out and we got that shit fixed, then I would pay really close attention to the insurance. And if it looked like it was a little off, I would send a fucking check in, bitch. Because it's cheaper for me to send you a $600 check than you to be adding $600 a month onto my mortgage. Like some of these bitches' mortgage is not even $600, and you're adding $600 onto mine. This bitches around here in the sector, their mortgage is $800 a month, and you're adding $600 onto my already $2,600 mortgage. Bitch, I was ready to fight. I was ready to fucking. I was ready to fight, bitch. Who was it? Quicken? I think it was Quicken we were fucking with. Ooh, I was ready to fight him. And then Quicken sold the shit to somebody else. And I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. I chose y'all, and then y'all just don't abandon me. Oh, Like, I will say that the homeowners around here, they like to boast and they like to fraud. Oh, I own a house. That shit is fucking hard work. That shit is hard work, especially if you own a property with a yard and you got to do like yard work, especially if you live somewhere with a homeowners association and you have to keep up appearances depending on what the homeowner association says. Like, that shit is hard. I would never go back to an apartment. But this homeowner shit is kind of for the birds too. I wish there was some type of in between renting and homeownership, because that's where I feel like I belong. So, all right, I'm gonna scroll and keep looking. Miss Cruiser, our HOA isn't very strict, but it's strict enough. It's strict enough. But see, the lady in the front office, she real nice and she like me, and I be giving her like makeup tips and shit. Because, you know, it's hot girl summer over here. And she'd be like, oh, I like your eyebrows. Oh, I like your nails. So she liked me. So she'll like come to me and be like, child, they complaining about them little bushes on the side of your house. And I'd be like, all right, girl, I'll take care of it. But for the most part, yeah, the homeowners association ain't nothing to fucking play with. And I had no idea. And everywhere you move in Myrtle Beach, you're going to have to deal with a homeowners association and pay the fees every month. So even though my house is paid off down here in Myrtle Beach, paid off, bitch, I still got to pay my homeowners association fee every month. All right, I think that's it, y'all. I don't really see that much of nothing else that I want to talk about. I think that's it. So, y'all, this was super fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Electric Soul said also your value can increase, which causes your tax. That also happened, Electric Soul. That also happened. Our value increased because we had 9.6 acres up there on top of the house, which was already 300. We bought it for $389 on 9.6 acres. And when all that escrow shit happened, the house was then valued at $489,000, and the cost of the land also had went up. So it was a lot, and I was not equipped for that shit. And I made it happen. I made it work. I don't know how I did it, but bitch, I was whipping and working my magic. Bitch, I was whipping and working my motherfucking magic, and I made that shit work. I got us in a good position, and this was like a year before we sold the house. So, and that's why we sold, because the value just kept going up and up and up on that motherfucker. And I'm like, bitch, I want this motherfucking cash. I want this cash. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I need this cash in my pocket. We sold the house. We took all the proceeds and we bought this house, and we still got good money. So, real estate is the way to go if you can, people. But do your homework. Do your homework so you won't be walking around in a 2-month days like they had me. Let's see, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1.5, 27,000 square feet is very average. I was never impressed with his house. It is average, Chipper. We'll see, Chipper. It's average to people who come from something. For people who were raised modestly, that's a come up. For Jay Wilson, who was raised very modestly, y'all saw that little shack when they doxed his daddy, that little shack they got his daddy out there staying there. I don't know if he still lived there. The shack that they lived in after the trailer. And he had nerve to talk about Deanna's house when she was a single woman, like in college or whatever. So you're comparing, because I lived in a house like that. I lived in one of them motherfucking color purple ass houses in Charleston, South Carolina when I was in college. Yes, I did. I was 19, 20, 21. And my rent was $450. I had a little piece of yard and a little piece of lawnmower. I used to take care of my yard and shit. I lived in one of them color purple houses as a young woman. Yes, I did. But I wasn't raising no family in that shit like Jay Wilson's mama and daddy tried to do. So he needs to pipe the fuck down with that shit, in my opinion. But whatever. So when you come from that, Chipper, yes, the 2,700 square feet with the little balconies and shit, that's everything. Bitch, you doing it big. That bitch, you Kim Kardashian. In his mind, he Kim Kardashian. Okay? That little walk-in closet, bitch, he loves it. That walk-in closet, Chipper, is the size of his bedroom as a child. You have to wrap your mind around these things. So, all right, y'all. I'm getting out of here before I say too much and get myself in trouble, because these bitches be mad. They stay fucking mad, and they can stay fucking mad. And I'm talking to you, bitch, but I'm not going to address you because the secretary sent a memo out. It said disregard that bitch. The memo said disregard. The memo said pay her dust. The memo said we don't know she. So on that note, thank y'all for stopping in. It's your girl ThotianaBussitdown. Y'all have a great day. And I'll talk to y'all real soon. Peace.